Hey, welcome to the Centella Salon. Today we're diving into this really fascinating new white paper, and it's tackling one of the biggest, and I mean biggest, challenges in skincare right now: why so many of us have sensitive skin.
So what we're breaking down today is the Centella Asiatica Scientific Skincare White Paper. It's a joint study from 2025 that brought together some heavy hitters: the retail giant MINISO and the brilliant minds over at the Jinan University Cosmetics and Aesthetic Medicine Research Institute. So you've got industry and academia teaming up.
Okay, let's just start with a number that'll blow your mind. The research estimates that in China alone, 390 million people are dealing with sensitive skin. I mean, just let that sink in. That's a massive number. We're talking about roughly 3, maybe even 4 out of every 10 people.
So that immediately begs the question, right? What on earth is going on? Why is our skin getting so fragile? And that's exactly what this white paper digs into.
All right, so let's get into our first section here. The researchers are basically framing this as the era of skin crisis. And they're not being dramatic. They're making the case that this isn't just a minor annoyance for a few people. No, this is a full-blown nationwide problem.
And the data, well, it speaks for itself. I mean, look at this. When you track what people are actually talking about online, sensitive skin isn't just the top concern. It's the top concern by a mile. We're talking 2.66 million mentions. It just completely blows things like dry or oily skin out of the water.
And if you dig just a little deeper into those conversations, one phrase pops up over and over again: damaged skin barrier. In fact, it's the #1 most talked about skin condition. This tells us something really important. People are getting smarter about this. They're starting to understand the root cause.
Okay, so if we know the problem is a damaged barrier, the next logical question is, what's the solution? Where are people turning for help? Well, you don't have to guess. The data points us right to it.
What we're seeing is this huge, undeniable shift toward natural ingredients. You can see it right here. Plant and herbal ingredients are just exploding in popularity, with almost 49% growth in online buzz year over year. It's pretty clear people are looking for solutions that are both powerful and gentle, and they think nature holds the key.
And in that whole world of plant-based skincare, one ingredient is the absolute rock star: Centella Asiatica. I mean, look at the numbers. It's the undisputed leader. It's got the most social media mentions from people who use it, and it's in the most product filings from brands who make it. It really is the top star right now.
So now we know the what, Centella Asiatica. Let's get into the why. It's time to get a little sciencey and understand the problem it's built to solve. The white paper breaks down sensitivity into what they call the triple truth.
Okay, truth number 1 is what we've already been talking about: damage to the skin barrier. The analogy they use is perfect. Think of your skin like a city wall made of bricks and mortar. When that wall gets compromised, you get cracks, and those cracks let all the bad stuff in, like irritants, and let all the good stuff out, like moisture.
Truth number 2 gets into the nerves. It's what's called neurogenic factors. Basically, your skin has this built-in alarm system. It's nerve endings. But in sensitive skin, that alarm system goes haywire. It's like a faulty smoke detector that just won't shut up, constantly sending out those annoying signals: itching, burning, stinging. And finally, truth number 3 is the immune response. Think of your skin's immune cells as its little defenders. But here's the problem. They start to overreact. They see threats everywhere, even when there aren't any, and they launch an all-out attack. That attack releases chemicals that cause all the stuff you can actually see: the redness, the swelling, the irritation.
So, you've got this 3-headed monster of a problem, right? A broken barrier, jumpy nerves, and an overactive immune system. How can one little plant possibly fix all that? Well, this is where it gets really cool. The answer is a breakthrough combination of nature and technology.
First off, and this is super important, not all Centella is the same, not even close. The researchers focused on a very specific kind, grown way up on Yunnan's Wuliang Mountain. We're talking 1,800 meters high. It turns out that high-altitude stress actually makes the plant stronger, more potent. It ends up having 129% more of a key active compound, madecassoside, than the stuff grown at lower altitudes.
But having a superplant is only half the battle. How do you get the good stuff out of it? This is where the tech comes in. Instead of old-school methods that often use harsh chemicals, they used a cutting-edge green process called supermolecular extraction. It's way more environmentally friendly, and crucially, it's way better at grabbing all those precious active compounds from the plant. And the result?
Just look at that number. This new extraction method pulls out 130% more of the active ingredients. So think about it. You're starting with a more powerful plant, and then you're using a more powerful method to process it. It's a total game changer.
Okay, but does it actually work? Well, the lab tests say yes. This super potent extract gets right to work on rebuilding that city wall. It actually boosts the production of the key proteins that make up both the mortar between your skin cells and the bricks themselves. It's literally helping the skin patch itself up. And what about the other two problems, the jumpy nerves and the inflammation? It tackles those too. The test showed it was amazing at calming things down, it significantly reduced the inflammatory signals that cause redness, and it helped dial back the activity of those overreactive nerve endings. It's a true multitasker.
All right, let's bring it all home. When you put all this research together, what are the big takeaways? The paper boils it all down to 3 core findings.
So, here's what it all comes down to. Finding number 1. The sensitive skin problem is real, it's massive, and the data proves it. We urgently need solutions that are backed by real science. Finding number 2, the future of skincare is this incredible combo of high-potency nature and smart green technology. You need the best of both worlds. And finally, finding number 3, you can't just treat one symptom. A truly effective solution has to tackle all 3 issues at once: repair the barrier, soothe the nerves, and calm the inflammation. It has to be a multi-pathway approach.
And I think this quote from Liu Zhang, the dean of the Research Institute, just sums it all up perfectly. We believe scientific skincare should blend natural ingredients with humanistic care. It's not just about the science. It's about using that science and the power of nature to actually care for people.
And that really leaves us with one final, pretty exciting thought to chew on. As our science gets better and better at unlocking the secrets hidden inside these natural ingredients, could we be moving toward a future where sensitive skin isn't just a condition we have to treat, but maybe, just maybe, one we can prevent altogether? Now that's something to think about.